One of the power user features of the report builder is the advanced reports capability. And by default is turned off. So in this video, we're going to show you how to turn that on and talk a little bit about what this feature is used for. I'm inside the admin panel, and to turn it on, we're going to go into app databases, and we're going to register a new app. In this case, we're going to do a premium app. And when you click on that, you'll notice you don't need a license, and you'll see advanced reports is there. So I'm going to select advanced reports. Now on this screen, none of the information on this screen is important other than your database driver. You do want to keep that as Microsoft SQL and the platform, but then just to proceed down the rest of the path, because if you hit next, you'll see you have to put something there. Just put in anything. We're not going to do a test connection, so it really doesn't matter what you put here. But if you did want to put a valid database, you could. We're just going to go ahead and hit next without testing this connection. And this screen here doesn't matter as well. We're not connecting to an actual database. We're enabling the capability of advanced reports. Now by doing that, when I go to my builder, you'll see a new app called Advanced Reports. There it is. And when I click on that, you'll see that the only report type is called Virtual App. So that gives you a hint on what this is used for. If you think about the reports in Yurbi, you're able to build reports that cross multiple databases and data sources, and you can link them all together into a single report. With advanced reports, you're able to point to a specific report and use that as your database and data source, so you can then go in and add formulas and the other advanced capabilities into a report. I'm going to show you an example to help you make sense of this. In my library, I've got a pivot table. So let's take a look at this pivot table. So I created this in the builder, and once I make this pivot table, it's organized as a data set the way I want, but I would like to add extra columns to it to indicate the growth year over year, maybe between 2006 and 2010 or something to that effect. Uh, Essentially with advanced reports, I can bring this report in as my data set to be able to build that report with the formulas. I'll show you how. I'm going to go to the builder. I'm going to select advanced reports and virtual app. You'll see it tells me to select the report I want to use as my virtual data source or database. Let's go pick that pivot table. And what you'll notice that the advanced report will do is bring all the columns of that source report in now as my report fields in this advanced report. And then I can work on that data set just like I could a normal database or a normal Yurbi app. Now you'll notice as I go through it, I click a field here. You'll see that now I'm starting to bring in the information that was in that pivot table, but I'm able to control the fields a little bit better. And now if I wanted to add in a formula, for example, to calculate the difference between these two, let's bring in this year again, and let's go into my formula builder, and let's do a little function. I'll say I want to do 2010 minus 2006 divided by 2006. So this is your typical year-over-year growth type formula. Let's put some parentheses around that, and let's multiply that by 100 to get that into a percentage format. And you'll see that now that formula calculates, and I can see that I've got essentially 3,700% growth, as this was a 1 and that goes up to 38. So you can kind of see the concept of how now I've added an extra field here that's a calculation off of other fields in that pivot table. And I'll go ahead and change this to percentage growth, 2006 to 2010 as an example. And you'll see everything else in the report builder works just the same, but we're just leveraging this existing report as our database. I'll go ahead and save that, but you get the concept, and there's a lot more you could do with advanced reports. So if you do need any help or assistance or further explanation of this concept, please contact our support team. We'll be happy to help.